In the North Kivu province of the Democratic Republic of Congo, ongoing armed conflict for over 15 years has displaced over 1 million people, according to official UN estimates. Despite efforts by the UN and other organizations, which have been continuously supporting these internally displaced persons with humanitarian aid, it remains very difficult to estimate the true number of IDPs and to quantitatively understand their movement patterns. These difficulties result in less efficient resource allocation and leave some families without the aid that could help them get by.
Au numéro 9, Samuel Eto'o. Colonel Tambwe Mobile Nyota Mamana Barbarana Robinson. Boss charismatique à Mouvison. Rodrigo Fami Suarez et Doval.
My name is Toller Rinberg, and I'm Andrew Bergman. We're researchers from Stanford University, funded by a grant from the Freeman Spogli Institute. We're here at the Kibabi Kishusha camp, where our team of 6 interviewers has just been conducting personal interviews to learn about individual trajectories of IDPs that arrived here. And we're here with about 100 kids, as you may be able to hear. They're quite hard to avoid when you get here because they love hanging out with the Wazungu. But usually when we come to these camps, we're not with our team, so they can manage to avoid all of the hubbub.
Lacking a national identification system and a centralized census makes it very difficult to connect multiple entries for individuals moving between camps. The goal of our interview in camps is to collect biographical and trajectory information in order to build a record linkage algorithm. After collecting sufficient interview data, a working record linkage algorithm will be able to identify individuals who are registered in more than one camp simultaneously and give us the ability to analyze migrations between different camps.
We're about a 2 to 2.5 hour drive away from Goma, which is the largest city in eastern Congo. For the past month or so, we've been conducting interviews in IDP camps like this, some closer to Goma, some in Masisi, to try to understand how IDPs move. The goal of our interviews at IDP camps is to first understand personal biographical information, record alternate names and names that individuals have used in the past when registering in past IDP camps or during distributions. The other things we're trying to record are trajectories and stops that individuals make along the way during their displacement. So for example, if someone comes from Kitoi village, which is maybe 50 kilometers from here, we want to record every location that they stopped and slept at least one night. A lot of displaced people are registering at different camps and moving with regularity, and because of that it becomes very difficult to understand exactly how many they are and exactly where they are. And using a better record linkage algorithm and through understanding the trajectories that they've taken from their beginning location during their displacement to where they are now gives us the ability to better measure the scope of the problem, which then gives us the ability to more efficiently do distributions and more efficiently help the displacees that need our help here.
Yeah, that's the way we use to get in the hut. So we are waiting maybe 10 or 20 minutes for interview. After we will continue and get in other huts.
With your help, we can continue to fund our project for the coming weeks to get the data that we have not yet been able to. Coming out here to Masisi is something we've only been able to do recently, as we were only just given the opportunity by IOM and some of the other governmental institutions that are in charge of these camps. By coming out here, we can gain information that allows us to better conduct record linkage and allows us to understand the trajectories of people, not just that arrive in Goma at the end of the day, but that come from all over North Kivu, giving our algorithm more capacity to actually do its work and better understand the problems here. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. It's good, I think. Even if it's not perfect, we will live. Never.
Yo kanina lizika elengina mutema